I'm on the right, you're on the left. And you went, yeah, it's fine, just to swap.
Yeah, no, he said that.
Harry said, I've been learning it, everything to the right. He went, yeah, it's right, don't worry about it, just flip.
I know.
Hang on, the dude that's in the middle, that doesn't make any difference at all.
Welcome back to Like Father, Like Sons.
I'm the father.
And we're the sons.
And we're back with another episode, everyone.
Another episode. Oh, what's everyone up to this week?
Well, I bought a Kindle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the most interesting thing that's happened in my life this week.
Yeah.
The thought behind it was, I want to stop brain rot scrolling through Instagram and TikTok. Like, I've spent so many hours just mind-numbingly scrolling, and I was like, right, I've had enough of this. Okay. Let's get back to reading. So I bought a Kindle.
So when you say, let's get back to reading, when was the last time you read an actual book?
Biff and Chip? Biff and Chip? I was going to probably Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
Nah.
Probably.
Oh.
Honestly, my last full book would have been Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Really?
Yep.
That's bad, isn't it?
I remember that. They were my favourite books. So you've got a Kindle.
Yes.
That's great. Dad, what's up to you this week?
Oh, do you know what? This week I've just been busy doing stuff, but one thing that actually is in my head that happened to me actually.
Oh God. What? What? He just laughed at himself. And that's it. We're just there like, okay.
Because it just didn't sound right. It just dribbled out. I just said a load of words. It didn't make any sense in my head. But basically, I was in London this week, and I got recognised so quickly. It was like instantaneously. And I'm telling you now, even I was flabbergasted. I was sitting there, minding my own business, on a bench, looking around. This guy walked past, rucksack on, went like that. Oh, love your TikToks, man. Have a great day. I was like, how did you reckon? I mean, you know, it was like
instant.
Like a lot of people always say to me, "Excuse me, are you the guy that on TikTok with your two sons?" Yeah. Oh, I thought you were. We were having an argument, and they were bleak. That happens to me.
Because you've got a recognisable face,
like,
Dad.
It was like proper
instant,
like literally. Hey, love your TikToks, going.
Was that the first? Was that like the first person that's done instant before?
Instant.
Because usually it's you're right. It would be like, oh,
like you'd see me. He knew who I was, and I was like you would a friend. Hey, you doing all right? Like as quick as that.
Wow.
Like, wow. I was like, shit, that was quick.
You love getting recognised, though, don't you?
I don't, Harrison.
It boosts your ego. It's such a lie. He absolutely
loves it.
Loves it.
Not boost my ego.
So if you see Dad, just say, "Hello, dude. How are we doing, Paul? You all right?" He'll buy you a drink. He will.
Yeah, I would actually. Sure. A drink. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you never asked me.
What?
You never asked me what I was reading on my Kindle.
Oh. Yeah. So you think this is a loaded question. Travis,
I've been loving it.
Is very, very philosophical, and sometimes it's too much.
It's not too much.
And at the moment, it's too much. What are you reading in your Kindle?
I am reading The Way of the Superior Man.
My God.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
So just explain what that even means.
So, do you know what? You kind of touch. Do you know what? It's quite spiritual. The book is actually quite a spiritual book, which I didn't realize it was, but it has contextualized everything I thought to be true. And it's like, like, you know, when you read a book and you're like, that's interesting. Or like, I feel like I've definitely, what's the word? Like connected with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I finished it now. But I've definitely
finished it.
You finished it?
Yeah, I finised it.
Oh
I finished it literally
God.
within the first week.
What? How many pages was there? 20.
Was it big print?
No, exactly. Was there a lot of and eyes? It was
right. No. It was...
How many paint by colours? Numbers were there?
Yeah, actually 20 pages, but there was 10 photos and 10
listen,
pictures.
it may have had a little drawing section, in the back. But no, it was really good. I really enjoyed. I got stuck in. I was just like engrossed in this book. And that's the first time probably since Diary of a Wimpy Kid I've been like engrossed in a book reading. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to take on the wisdom and knowledge from the book.
And who was the author?
Can't remember his name.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you said that. Because I'll tell you what, when you hear people go, yeah, I've read a book, it's the author of the... I don't remember anything like that.
Did he die? I think it did. Oh, yeah, I can't remember now. But yeah, fantastic book. Really good book.
Okay.
And what's the book called again? Plug it.
The Way of the Superior Man.
Nan, read that book
I
and give us
will.
your view.
Yeah,
Yes.
That'd be interesting.
I will.
The Way of the
Because
Superior
Nan,
Man.
you read a lot of books.
I do.
How many? I mean, seriously, how many
2
books?
a week, probably.
And how
Really?
thick are the page? How many pages would that be?
Just 10 pages. A book.
About 300-400.
What?
Yeah.
About 300 or 400.
Each.
I've got to say I speed read.
How does that even work?
Well, you don't have to read every word, you skim.
So you're
And
missing
it's
out
amazing.
major-
I've always done that.
You're missing out like major plot points. Come on.
But you just get the gist of what you're reading.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't understand speed reading. I don't think that's true. I think if you were to do a test about like knowledge of a book,
Yeah,
I don't think you'd know all of it.
I would.
I don't think you would.
I definitely
I
would.
We
think
do a test.
Nan's brain's
We
are
do a
still
test.
trapped, mate. It goes in,
Yeah.
nothing's getting out.
Yeah. Well, what I tend to do when I was on holiday last year, I remember reading a book and it was something to do with. I actually can't remember. That's how good it was. No, it was a good book, in all honesty. And I remember being on the sunbed, reading that page, going to the second page, and then going, "Oh, hold on, what was that? Hang on, I can't remember what I just read." Reading that page again, and actually just reading the word. The word meant absolutely nothing to me. I went to go to the second page, thought, no, that still hasn't gone in. Swear. I read it for a third time, and they were just words again, and I went, nope, that's enough. I can't do this at the moment. Put the book down. It was the bizarrest, but that's
Really?
my life. Yeah,
But you're dyslexic.
correct. So I just could not. But sometimes I can read. I get it. It's just that I know when my time is right, where it's like, it's just not happening at this moment in time. So I need to change my mind and do something different.
And what do you do
Seriously.
instead? Sunbathe.
for
the rest of the week.
We'll go for a swim.
Stay out.
Listen to a bit of music. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. I just remember that. It's like incredible.
Crazy brain.
Well,
Yeah, crazy. Brain.
Crazy Brain, would you like to introduce the next section, please?
Yes. The next section is Family in Court.
Lovely.
Court is
Family-
now in
Court-
session.
Yeah, so court is now in session, guys.
Right, we've got the wigs on, guys.
Give my wig a little brush.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Do I look any good? Do I look good now?
Does it look better?
You look amazing.
I did brush it before. So
I want Travis's wig. I love his wig.
My wig is the best wig.
we might have to swap wigs at
Yeah,
some
I
point.
think we're gonna have to. We have to go around once a week.
This is my wig.
Once a week, I think.
Pull up my hair is coming through.
Well, anyway, Family Court is in session. We've had so many messages from you, so I thought it would be cool to actually get up the phone
The phone.
and read some messages because we've had so many lovely messages. So I thought I'd read a few. This is actually a question from Adam Clark. So shout out to Adam Clark.
Shout out Adam.
Adam.
Thanks for messaging.
And he's about to become a first-time dad.
First time.
And I'm asking for some advice from your old man on how he dealt with it all with such a smile on his face. You guys are my favourite TikTokers. Just love your vibe and energy you bring to the videos. So thank you very much, Adam.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Adam.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.
Yeah, first-time dad. How did you actually feel when, I guess, Mum said, "Oh, I'm pregnant" for the first time?
Yeah, so obviously ecstatic, but also extremely nervous, worrying because it is the unknown. One of the things, my bit of advice for Adam is just be very, very prepared mentally for lack of sleep. That's one thing that I genuinely didn't realise how hard it is. Sleep deprivation is really, really hard. And expect that. So that was a challenge on for sure. But I think, I can speak to Adam and say, how wonderful it is. But until you're in it, until you see that child for the very, very first time, I don't think it's very difficult to put into words. It's all from the heart. It's all the feeling that you're like, wow, this is somebody now that is actually totally and utterly dependent on me. And obviously mum at the time, so it's it's an incredible sensation. It's a weird feeling. And then, and now look at you, both of you. And I've got 3 now.
You got 3. Wow.
That are totally dependent on me.
Still dependent on you to this day. That's what you say. The big old age of 25. All right, Dad.
But yeah, I mean, my advice would be to have as much fun as possible, as much laughter as possible, but also, and it's a true fact, you hear it a lot, but you don't realise it. I'm sure Nan will agree with this. Really take the time, because time is so precious and it's something you can never get back. And it goes so damn quick. Before you hear, you just think, God, you're 25. So 25 years ago, actually, you'll be 26 in May, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 26 years ago in May. I just can't believe that's... I can't believe it's 26 years ago, really. You think, God, where that's gone, 23 years. You'll be 24 in May.
Yeah.
It really, really does go so quick. So try and slow down. Do you know what I mean?
I always
It's
think
just
that, like,
impossible.
when people, if you've got like a son or daughter that's like 12 years old, it's only 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 years. Sorry, I had to count on my fingers there. That's crazy. 6 years before then they're an adult. That's
Yeah,
not
I
a
know.
long
It's not
time, is
long,
it? From a
no.
child to then an adult.
No.
It's really not long at all.
And I suppose you'll know your child as an adult for longer than you'll know them as a child.
Yeah. And I'd also, another bit of advice for Adam, is that if you can, I know it's difficult with work and other commitments, but one thing I tried to do with all 3 of you, and I know Mum was more involved than I was, but I did where I could, is if Adam's son or daughter, when they're growing up, doing activities, swimming, or do it, go with, get involved, because they are the precious times where that's how you build a bond with your siblings, your children, is getting involved, not just on the dropping off at parties and stuff like that, actually doing activities, I think is critical, if I'm honest. So that's one big thing that I'd say to any new parent that's wanting to bond with their kids, is actually find a hobby or whatever interest your son or daughter is doing, get involved in, which I've done. So I can only give advice on stuff that I've done and what Nan, has done with me in the past. So yeah, that would be my...
Solid advice, Dad.
Yeah, that is solid advice.
Well done. The next one is from Isabel. Hi, you guys. I just want to thank you for your social media, for your presence on social media.
Okay.
You give me so much joy and laughter, and it feels like your followers are a part of your family.
Yeah, agreed.
Keep going, keep kicking, and I will continue smiling over you. Lots of love from Sweden.
Thank you, Isabel.
Isabel,
Yeah, love
thank
that.
you. That's a lot. I mean, we've got so many lovely messages. We've got one more
Yep.
from Wendy.
Wendy?
Now, Wendy, I'll tell you what. Fair play. I love this. She sent us a poem.
Oh, a poem.
Wow, that's cool.
I love a poem.
I love a
Right.
poem.
You ready?
Yep.
Travis is lovely. Harrison is cute. Dad is a superstar. Darcy's a beaut. But behind this great team, when all's said and done, the glue in this family, a number 1 mum.
Oh, that's so true.
Mum's going to love that. Shout out, Mum.
Yeah, wow, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
Yeah.
we've had some lovely messages, guys. So thank you so much. But if you do want to message us, voice note us in your stories, your funniest stories, your dilemmas, whatever it is, the number is on the screen now. Or you can go to our profile, click WhatsApp, and it'll take you straight to it. But thank you so much for everyone's support. Honestly, it means the world. It's so good. I'm so glad that people are enjoying this podcast.
Yeah, we
thanks,
appreciate you guys.
Or
Thank
even
you
if
very
you just want
much.
to send a nice message like that, then, feel
Yeah.
free. Feel
It
free to
does
send a
make
message.
our day.
Yeah.
And we're reading all of them. So please, we appreciate it.
Yeah, send them in.
So what would you say in terms of the verdict for that poem? Is that a good poem?
That was a brilliant poem.
Out of 10?
I'm going to say 10 out of 10.
I'll give it a 10.
9.5, to be honest, Wendy. I think we
9.5.
can work on some other
Not
areas.
just because you want to be the star in the poem.
It should be number one, Harrison, I think. Thank you, Wendy.
Okay, court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned.
Right, wigs off. Thing is,
love it.
I haven't. I need a haircut. My hair is,
long at the moment.
and I just feel I'm gonna be vain
Yeah, I need a
getting up the
haircut as
camera
well. I need a
because I just feel like one little strand of hair and it's done.
If you want some highlights, I could put some highlights in. I used to do your dad's when he was a teenager.
Did you actually?
Yeah, didn't I?
Tell them the story about that though, Nan.
So they
What
said,
happened? What happened to my coloured hairlights? Go on.
so they had all their friends were having highlights at the hairdressers, and I said, I can do that. So I went and brought all the ingredients, and we used a bread bag.
Hold on. Let's get this story straight. Get the story straight. Let's make sure it's still clear to everyone listening. I have 2 older brothers. I was third youngest. So who was the last to get their hair streaked? I was. So the two,
they
the 2 older brothers,
They were getting highlights as well.
they had it professionally done.
Oh,
When it came to number 3, now carry on the story.
So I used an old bread bag.
Because the other bags were used on the other 2 older brothers. So they didn't have one. So Nan cut. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. We'll use a bread bag with yours, Paul. Okay. Carry on the story.
So made the hole, pulled the hair through, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Looked quite good, the hair
did,
that's coming
yeah.
through. Then I coloured it. Well, I highlighted it, left it to set.
It's blonde highlights. Remember
Yeah.
blonde?
Yeah. Then we took the bread bag off, and then we had to wash it out. The only problem was the holes that I made were too big.
Because I was a third child, wasn't I, after?
And so we had, oh my goodness, you never seen anything like it. Great big blonde stripes they were, really, weren't they?
Blonde? Were they blonde or were they grey?
Well, they were grey because
Grey.
we'd left it on too
Too
long.
long. So they weren't actually blonde. I was like grey, white.
Oh my.
Yeah.
how old were you?
I was 11 or 12.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
And
so
he had
funny.
to go to school like
School
it.
like it, yeah.
Did you have to bleach it?
Sorry?
You have to bleach it first because he obviously had jet black hair. Is that
That's
how it
what that
works?
is.
No,
The
no.
bleach is the blonde.
Oh, is
The
that-
blonde,
oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So he'd got his natural colour with these grey lines.
Stripes, that's
through
it, yeah.
Stripes.
This way. And back then, if you were bullied, you were bullied.
And were you bullied for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, but
Yeah.
didn't matter.
Oh,
But we
bless
had to
you.
cut your hair, didn't we, to make it look,
Yeah.
get it shorter, just to make it look
Yeah.
as if it was.
No such thing as hairdressers, was there, back in those days? Your mum cut your hair. That was another time that you knew you were going to get bullied. Here we go. Should not go hairdressers? No.
No.
Mum and Dad can't afford it. Let's get me. So then that's when you got that big basin, wasn't it, that you put over my head? Yeah. Not joking, but yeah, you were quite a good hairdresser, really, to be fair.
Oh, dear.
Multi-talented man, really, weren't you?
That's cool. I mean, I'm glad. I feel like we never had any terrible haircuts like that growing
Are
up.
you taking the mic?
Hang on, what are you on about?
That is literally a charged question for me.
That was a huge,
No.
that was a humongously charged question.
Year 11, I
Yeah.
remember it vividly. Wanted a fresh trim, got a fresh trim. Wanted to grow it out a bit, so I went shaved right to the top. Kind of like think about Fury, Fury haircut, like what's his name, Brad Pitt in Fury, the film.
Oh
It's
yeah,
that.
that's slick back.
It wasn't that. I asked for that, didn't get that.
I asked for that.
I asked for that, but I didn't
Still
get that.
traumatized by the whole experience. Bullied, year 11. That was good, doing my GCSEs at the time. People calling me Kim Jong Un.
I remember that trim.
Yeah, I'll show a picture of
There's
it.
another story to that, though, that I'll tell you what, it's nearly made me cry with laughter. When you left the house, right, and we saw your hair, me and Mum were I was literally just crying with laughter, going, what a state. Mum then went, oh my God, he looks just like Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, so
So then
that's
Mum
the story. Yeah,
Got
so
Google,
yeah,
literally found Kim Jong Un, screenshotted it, and then sent you a text message as you were walking to school.
Yeah.
That's a savage thing to do. You can't do it. She went, I bet it's funny.
So that was that, yeah. So I got the
that's
text
so
message, as
funny.
I was walking, and then break time.
I think we need to display the picture.
People
you should see
ripped
it.
me
Have
apart.
you got a picture?
Yeah, I've got a picture.
Yeah.
I'll send it to
Have
you.
you?
Yeah, I think we should put it on the screen.
That's
for everyone.
fine.
Multiple pictures, multiple camera angles, because at break time, all the lads were taking Snapchats of me. The whole, so all
Your lads all ripped you,
absolutely
didn't they?
ripped me.
Oh, it's so funny.
Absolutely
What
ripped
about
me.
the pineapple one you had as well? Yeah, the pineapple haircut.
That was the
That's
pineapple.
it.
Was
yeah.
that it?
Yeah.
That's it. Kim Jong Un pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rough.
that was rough.
That was proper rough.
I do remember that.
So that was a bad trim. Anyway, moving on.
I was just thinking, all these stories and all these experiences is how it's what's grown us to who we are today.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's character building,
It
really,
is
isn't it?
absolutely
character
character building.
Well, last episode you wanted to talk about story, so I think it's good to segue into that because
Yeah.
I think this episode is just going to be basically our losses.
Yeah.
We're taking L's and L's and L's. Do I need to remind you?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Hang on, that was over a week ago, Harrison. You don't realise I've got
Right.
so much going on in my brain.
Let me remind you.
Yes, please.
Children in need. Let me give the viewers some
Yeah.
context, and then you can go for it.
Yeah.
Basically, we went on BBC Children in Need. They had like a new game show, and we danced. We did a dance.
It was
for
great
them.
fun.
Was it?
Yeah. Was it?
You serious? You serious?
No, it was. Dad, off you go.
Right, this is the most. So, yeah, absolutely. God, just having shocks memory back. So, give some context. We got approached by BBC Children in Need, as Harrison just said, and said, like, we want you to do this really cool dance from Just Dance. It's a really cool routine, and it's going to last about a minute and a half. Now, what you got to bear in mind straight away is anyone that knows our content will know that we do dances, skits, everything else. But our dances, everybody, as you know, are roughly around 15 to 30 seconds, okay? That's about as much as my brain can take. All of a sudden, we're going into a dance routine of about 1 minute 30, 1 minute 45 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about one move and then just repeating that move. No, there's about 100 different moves and moving around and going around each other.
Yeah.
So anyway, we thought, no, it's children need. Let's do it. Let's give it a go. Yeah, that's what we thought, wouldn't we? Yeah, give it Harrison.
Give it a go.
Give it a go.
Come on, let's go, boys.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So we had about 2 weeks to learn it. And it was getting very, very stressful, as in, like, oh my God, I don't think we can do this. And Harrison came up with this brainwave idea that, don't worry about it, Dad. What we'll do, I'll put it up on the TV because we were going to basically simulate
We'll mirror
behind
it.
us, what we're going to do. So that was what we did. And I'm kidding you not. This is commitment to the cause. Every night, come home from work, and we would be in the lounge, and we would be doing it till probably around about
like-
sometimes 10:30,
Yeah,
11:30
o'clock. It was in the evening.
at night. Anyway, it got to a point a week in, I'm like, I'm just really not getting this, and that's what sometimes happens when I do a dance routine, as we'll probably
Or
talk
read a
about
book,
another
just
time.
the brain ain't working.
Yeah, so the brain just closes up, and it was closing up, and it's just sometimes like some of the dance routines we've done in the past where I've really really struggled. I could be doing it for like two hours at a time, and then just like forget about it. It's just go. And then maybe a week later, it just automatically comes. Well, this is where the point I was at. But we had a critical time where we couldn't do it, or it was coming to recording. So bear in mind that then we were going to do it to a live audience, and I was like, Harrison, we can't. I was just like, you were getting a little bit stressed as well, weren't you? Thinking,
yeah.
crikey, we're just nowhere near where we need to be, and there's not enough time. If we'd have given more time, we could have done it. Anyway, then what happened was I think they emailed like midweek and said, I'll just let you know it's not going live.
Yeah.
It's not in front of a live audience. It's
Which
going
is
to be
good.
pre-recorded.
That's a relief.
And I tell you what, the stress or the stress
was,
basically went released straight away. Like, oh, thank God for that. So don't worry about it. You haven't got to do one hot. We just re-record. Brilliant. So then we started getting it, and then it's like, I remember a Wednesday night. I think we recorded on the Thursday, was it? Or
Yeah.
the Friday?
It was literally the next day.
Yeah, the next day.
We were in a good position.
we were in a good position. We were in the lounge, and it was definitely about 11:30 at night, and we just finished it. We'd been doing it for a couple of 2-3 hours, and we'd done it. So right, okay, we're good enough to go. Yeah, we can get this. Yeah, don't worry about it. If we don't worry if we slip up.
Yeah, because we can do it again.
We can do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So here we go. Drive to Nottingham, and we go in there and get ready, get prepared, and
It's making my hands sweat.
yeah, we're just it's exciting, isn't it? Everyone's there. Oh, family. Oh, thanks for coming. Really appreciate. Yeah, it's no problem at all. And go into this room, get changed, meet some other people. Hey, dude, yeah, you're all right. Met Teresa Ryan, didn't we?
Yeah,
One
Callum.
cow. Hey, you doing all right? Yeah, great.
Dazza.
Fantastic. Dazza, yeah,
Dazza, yeah.
legend. And then we then go. Oh, it's your cue. Okay, we're going to walking down the corridor, seeing everyone. Good luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah, it's all right. Good luck. Good luck.
Good, isn't it?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Just
We're going to be on
fine.
TV.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And as we're going, walking up the stairs, dum, 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 could hear just like this round of applause. I'm thinking, round of applause, that
Sounds busy.
Sounds really busy. And then we get taken to this room, not room, just side compartment, and there is just 50 odd people, camera crew, just so many people about. And I'm thinking, oh, there's a lot of people here. And then you just hear this audience start laughing.
It's a roar.
Yeah,
of
and I'm
emotion.
thinking, I look at Travis going, hang on. Whoa.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes, how you doing, guys? You all right? I said, excuse me, is there people here? Yeah, it's a live audience. There's only about 300 people. And that was it. I just went into absolute, we were not told this.
We were not.
In my head, by the way, we didn't vocalise that. And I was like, oh my God, Harrison, I don't think we can do this. Anyway, so we did, right, yeah, 3, 2, right, come in there, guys, and we're going to do it. And I'm just looking, going, how you doing, everybody? If you've come to see anyone dance any good, you've come to the wrong place. But anyway, cut a long story short, and then what happened was, when we were practicing, the biggest story out of this is actually probably that the three, Just Dance, if you've ever seen it, it's 3 people dancing. The 3 people, silhouettes, all had different coloured gloves. So there was red, yellow, and green.
It's to do with the controllers.
Yeah.
So we were learning it on the Just Dance thing, obviously mirroring it. Obviously what's going to happen is they also played it on the screen. So when we were doing the dance, we were flipped.
Yeah.
Also, they had screens at the back for us to have a look at. That was also flipped.
Yes.
So when Dad was you needed that screen.
Absolutely.
You were like, oh. So the first one was just not.
Well, the whole thing.
Hold on. I ain't finished my story yet.
Yeah.
Do you want to interrupt me?
No, but you missed out. You missed it out.
Hang on, I ain't finished. Hang on.
You missed out a big part.
Hang on, what big part?
Well, what Harrison did during the week.
Oh.
So I didn't want to say that. But
Well, that's the story. This is the whole point. We'd been practicing in the living room, but Harrison flipped it
I flipped it.
because he thought, well, hang on, we're going to be seeing it on the screen and it's going to be behind us or whatever. So we flipped it. But actually, we should never have flipped it. So we were learning the routine in reverse,
Yeah.
which is what we should never have done. So when I was on the left side, Harrison's in the middle and Dad's on the right,
Should have been.
we looked on the screen and it was like, hang on, Dad should be now on the left and I should be on the right, which just totally, what?
Well,
Nothing made sense.
Yeah, exactly. So it was the reverse to that. I was on the left, you were on the right when
on
we
the
were
right.
practicing it.
And then
And then when we got there, I was on the right, you were on the
Yeah.
left. And then I remember looking at you, Harrison, going, oh, I'm on the right, you're on the left. And you went, yeah, it's fine, just to swap.
No, he so casually said that.
Harrison, I've been learning it, everything to the right. He went, yeah, it's right, don't worry about it, just flip.
I know.
Hang on, the dude that's in the middle
In the
that doesn't
middle.
make any difference at all.
Yeah, he was so casual.
And I
I
was
was
like,
driving
yeah,
that.
just
And
do
I
it,
was
just do it. I was
like,
like,
hang on. No,
Oh
we
my God.
literally
But
learned the whole thing.
Yeah, and we did. So me and you just split. I was like, this ain't going to work. So I'm standing there going, the music started and it just went absolutely Pete Tong. I completely screwed it up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, well, because I'm going now left, right. It was awful. And then the guy was a brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
The shop floor guy, the shop manager.
Shop
Shop
floor?
floor. What is it?
Manager.
Is
Like
it?
the production guy.
Stage
manager.
Stage manager.
He come flying over, didn't he? And he went,
Yeah.
guys, what's happened? And
What's
we were
wrong?
like, yeah, what's wrong? We're like,
And we're just like tail between our legs, like, please, can you flip it for us?
Please, we learnt it the other way around.
Please, don't expose us. Don't expose us.
to be fair, I mean, he was on it. I mean, 30 seconds.
They were on it.
They were like, yeah, done.
Done.
Now. We were like, oh. And then we did it. We did it first time.
I remember, we
Yeah.
did. But I remember him
First time.
saying, you can't really cut this off a few more times, guys. It was very much they were like,
They didn't allow
Yeah,
us. They didn't
that's
allow
fine.
the
Rush.
time.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was 5 minutes.
It was, yeah.
That was it.
But
So
we
we
did
had
it.
to get it.
We did it. We did it under the pressure. We managed it.
We did.
So, but yeah, that was just one of those things. But sometimes, yeah,
That's on my CV now.
Yeah.
That is on my CV. Can you handle pressure? Pressure. You
Pressure?
don't even know
Pressure.
mate.
What pressure?
What
yeah,
pressure?
more pressure. Just have it.
It's
Bring it
easy.
on, mate. Bring it on.
Doesn't get any more pressure than that.
And by the way, we're not dancers.
No.
Well, you are, but
No, well,
Me
no, I
and-
think
me
they
and Travis
quickly,
ain't.
they quickly found that out when we did the first attempt.
Yeah. So that was humiliating.
yeah, it was actually.
It
yeah.
was
That was very humiliating.
I agree. Yeah.
embarrassing.
Well, yeah, you say that, but no one really saw that. But it's just our own.
Looking at me.
Yeah.
What are you looking at me?
Don't know. Just humiliating, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was humiliating. Think about any more humiliating stories? Have you got?
Don't know.
on your
I don't
mind?
have any humiliating. Do you ever see any humiliating? So I'm looking at. Right, give me context, guys. I'm looking at Travis because we've got an agenda here, right? So
I'm
this is a
trying,
nice
to, I'm
segue
trying to hide it. I'm trying to no, Harrison, don't ask me
because I see
I don't want to know.
the next thing we've got on our agenda is Travis
No.
humiliation story. So I don't know what this is. So it's a nice segue
Oh, I don't know
into
what you're
it.
talking about, mate. I don't know
It's
what
really.
you're talking about.
What have you got down here?
Do you know what? Well, so basically, it's probably the most recent thing that's happened to me. That's been the most humiliating and embarrassing experience. You just
It's an L.
So I was in the gym, and as you do, I wanted to continue with my workout and get a mat. I wanted to get the roll mats that you use to do ab crunches.
Yeah.
As you do. I went into the back of the gym, which is where all the mats are hanging up. Now, in the back of the gym that I train at, there's a massive class that I was on. It's like a huge classroom space. And I can see the class is full. And I thought, the mats are they're just there. They're just in the corner. They're just hanging up over there. And I'm just thinking, I'll just quickly peep in. They'll never see me. They were all on the floor, you see, looking up, doing an exercise. So I thought, perfect. I can creep in unsuspectedly, and they'll never even know I'm there. So I was like, I walked in there, like, opened the door quietly.
How many people are there? Do you think?
20 people.
Okay, yeah.
20 people.
So it's full.
It's
Yeah, I
a
was
full
gonna say
class.
quite
Yeah.
full, yeah.
It's an active class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I creep in, and they're all laying up. And I kind of like go around people, and they're kind of looking at me, and I'm just like,
You have to go round. You can't just go at the back of the room. You have to go round them.
You have to go around them.
Oh,
So
right.
So
I
this is
went-
a full class then.
full class, yeah. So I had to go around, and they're all laying down. So it's
You
not like
waving?
you walk in. You walk into a room that you're going to see someone's walked in. They're all laying down, looking up. So they're not even going to know someone's walked in. So anyway, I open the door and I walk in, and I've walked past a few people to get there, and I'm just like looking at them, just like waving, hey, right. And I'm just like, and there's another lady, and she looked at me smiling, and I was like, I was like, yeah, go on, keep going. Like motivated the class. And anyway, I get to the mat, and I grab the mat. It's probably about halfway in the class. And I hear this like really loud shout coming from, which I imagine the fitness instructor, because she's mic'd up, and I thought it was like a shout of encouragement, because I thought she's obviously leading the class, so I didn't hear what she said. So in my confusion, I started shouting back. Yes, guys, keep it going, like keep it pumping, like shout of motivation. And then there was just like silence after, and I thought, huh, that was weird. And then she just, no, that was a bad thing. That was
Were
bad.
these all women?
These were
Travis?
no, it's a mixed class.
A mixed class?
It was a mixed class, yeah. And after that, I was just hounded out the class, like, get out of my class. How could you be so rude? I was like, oh, like, I felt like a child who'd just been like shouted at by a teacher. I kind of like froze. I was like, oh, whoops. And I just kind of quickly just ran out with with the mat, and I was like, oh, I should have done that. But that was, yeah.
You shouldn't have been in it then.
No, I shouldn't have been in the class. That's why I tried to be quiet. I was hoping that they wouldn't notice me.
By going,
Oh yeah. Come on, guys, let's do this.
Oh, I know.
They must, they must all thought, oh, here we
so
go,
funny.
loudmouth over here, attention seeker.
I didn't
They
mean-
must hate you.
No, I know. I felt really bad after, and I was like, oh no. I didn't mean for that interaction to come out like that, and I probably came across as such an arrogant asshole. But I just thought, in the moment, I kind of panicked. I thought, just encourage the class, and I just thought, shouting out was the best thing to do in that scenario. Oh yeah, it was not. It was. Oh,
So
They
what would
were
you?
probably feeling a bit threatened by you.
do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you wearing a vest as well?
Yeah, I mean, I was,
with
Yeah.
your sleeve tattoo. Come on,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
I was wearing a vest, and I probably was dripping with sweat because I would have been mid workout. So I would have. Yeah, maybe that's a good point. I might have looked. I mean, I tried to go in there smiling though. That's why I walked in smiling. Tried to not look threatening, but yeah. Oh, I just feel very embarrassed.
What would you do differently?
I would not go into a class that's on, or
Knock the door first.
maybe knock on the door. But yeah.
Was there music playing though?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there might have been music playing. I don't think there was. Yeah, I probably just wouldn't go in the class next time. To be honest, I probably wouldn't.
Regular
That's a
ends.
good choice, Travis.
Yeah.
Well done. You've reflected on what
I
you've
reflected
done,
on my actions
which is
there.
good.
Yeah,
That's what you should do.
I learned. It's a learning experience. You know,
Absolutely.
it's a learning
Yeah.
experience. Or I'll just bring my own mat next time to the gym. I'll just bring my own mat. I won't put myself in that scenario again. But yeah, that was it literally brought me back to when I was a child. I was like, oh, that kind of feeling of like fear. You're like,
Yeah.
like when you've done something wrong.
So she
Yeah.
actually did shower you though.
Yeah. And she had a mic on, so it was even louder. So it felt even more like, oh. It's probably because it was just mic'd up, so it sounded
Yeah.
even worse. But I was like a rabbit in headlights. You're like, oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can see that's meant quite a lot to you, Travis, for your expression and
Yeah, I did feel quite bad. I did feel quite bad. But either way, I got the mat anyway, so I managed to do my ab workout after.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
The main thing is, I got in, I got what I came
I
for.
was going to say, the outcome was that's it. You got it.
I got the mat.
Yeah,
Did the
you're
abs.
always a bit like that, Travis. Really.
Yeah.
You're not worried about anything else.
No,
What's
I
my
was-
outcome?
I've
What,
been-
what do I need?
What do I need?
And I'll achieve.
Yeah, it's like my I need the mat, I'll get the mat.
Find a
There's-
solution.
Find a solution. Go. Move. Achieve.
So that concludes the episode, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in, listening and watching. We really do appreciate your support. Make sure to text us in as well. The number is on the screen.
Or voice note in, that'd be preferable.
Voice note, please. It's also on our Instagram and TikTok as well. So WhatsApp us, please. But we have been Like Father, Like Sons.
I'm the father.
We're the Sons.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
See you on the next episode, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.